Okay, everyone. So let's just start to go and work on making the player fire the shuriken from different directions. So let's just look for node 2D. Let's add a node 2D. And then we will make the marker 2D child of the node 2D. And we would want to have here, we want the node 2D to follow and rotate towards the mouse position. So we want to access that. The Rosen symbol is going to be able to allow us to quickly reference nodes by their scene path. So we want to access that node 2D. And you would see there's also that marker 2D option because we have node as the parent of the marker 2D. So from here, I want to use a built-in function that will be making the node rotate to face a specific point in the global space. Okay, and we want to get the global mouse position. I think you can autocomplete that using the tab key. So now we have that node 2D, and in here we want to reference the shuriken that you would see there's a velocity here. Let's just first type that out. And then we want to have the global mouse position minus the shuriken dot position. This is not going to work. I've tested it out before, so you would see we will run into an error and it says global position on base null instance. So that's because we cannot access this. So what we have to do is to add the node to the marker 2D. When I was trying to figure this out, I was trying to add that dollar sign, and we don't want that. We just want to have the slash, then the marker to the identifier. Then we want to access the global position. So if we try to go and play this now, this is still not going to work, I think, based on what we want to happen. Okay, so it does fire. Okay, just go back to that. And you would see it's the velocity is not working correctly because we're accessing the wrong velocity. If we go back to the shuriken, we have a variable velocity here. And I think that's the one that we need to reference. That's why I use because I'm trying to figure out where that velocity is coming from. Even though we did not have any declaration of velocity in our code, there is that velocity, that y. So I think that's a built-in velocity property, but we'll have to figure that out further. And right now, this shuriken.vel should fix the issue. But let me just go to the 2D scene first. Let me just move this enemy and move it a bit in our level scene here so that we can move around. And let's go play this and go back to level 1. And then let's try to test out. Now, you would see the we can fire from different direction with the velocity working just fine. So let me just go up and here and we can see, but I think we have to adjust the speed of the shuriken. So if we go back to the shuriken script, perhaps we can add 1000 here just to make it fast enough and go back to the level scene. And now we should be able to move and fire with the shuriken firing just enough for us to be able to fire without us having to follow it faster. Okay. Okay, so that's it for this session. Thank you and see you at the next session.